Nick Hilton's outside St Mary's, West Ham Fan TV. The kids done proud out there tonight. I thought they was all, to a man, fucking excellent.
I know. It's almost like sometimes I know what I'm talking about when I say I think these kids are good enough. And they showed it tonight. I think to a man, you couldn't fault any of them. I thought as a team, couldn't, when that team night come out, I thought this kid's going to need a bit of experience around them, as good as I think they are.
I'll be honest with you, Dave, I thought he threw him to the wolves a little bit because there wasn't a lot of experience in it. You're expecting to sort of give him a little bit. They chucked in Kilman, they chucked in Pirro, and then you thought, it could be a little bit of a, Sam Allardyce, Nottingham Forest situation.
Nah, these kids are better than that, to be fair. They're better than that. But, yeah, I would have expected Ward Prowse to be in there. I don't know quite what Magass was doing on the bench. That one was a little bit baffling. But, I thought Golan Becky tonight put a better performance in
brilliant.
Panos.
Yeah, brilliant.
On Saturday, I think he's made a case that he can step up and play centre-half at this level. Mayers had a good game at left-back. I don't think he was... I think he looked like a left-footed centre-half player at left-back. Great game. Lewis Orford again.
I thought he was brilliant tonight.
I think
he was excellent.
I think that's 3 man of the matches in a row for me. That's a little bit harsh on...
Listen, Kante's a great player, but I think Orford's... If he were going to go in the midfield, I think Orford's the one at the moment.
He is. I'm telling you, because you're seeing him get his confidence, and I made this comparison in that I think he can be a Steven Gerrard type player, a box-to-box, the guy, the thunderous engine that goes end to end, can get goals at one end and makes tackles at the other. He's doing both. He's not scoring goals yet. That will come. But, you're seeing the progress. You're seeing... And, I was saying to someone the other day, actually, that it was August 2023, I did my first fan cam with you. We stood outside Bournemouth, and I said, then we've got a kid that's a bit special called Lewis Orford. 3 years ago.
Yeah. I remember it.
So I'm chuffed with him. I thought he was brilliant. Kante, he was probably at fault for the goal.
Do you know who really, really impressed me tonight? Musaka. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, he was. To be fair, I was a little bit sceptical when we signed him. I thought, he's coming from Man City. He's having left us. Is his pride going to be a little bit dented? Is his ego going to be able to take it? But yeah, he was superb.
Listen, he looks like he's been signed for the first team. Oh, yeah. Wearing the first team number. He looks like he's going to get minutes in this league.
Oh, he will. I think you look at... him and Kante are going to give each other competition, I think, for playing a 10, if we're going to play that. He looked tonight like he'd gone 4-2-3-1. How he's going to line up. With all due respect to Joel Perot, he didn't have a bad game, but he didn't stand out. And look, I've said this earlier, Josh Ajala is not a left winger. All the time I've been watching him in the 21s, he's always been a fox in the box number 9. Yeah, tonight, he did nothing you'd want a left winger to do, but he had 2 opportunities to do what you want a number 9 to do, and he did them both. And I think there's
excellent second finish, I thought.
Oh, it was superb. Both goals are superb, absolutely superb. Bowen's got a goal, get some confidence. There's no negatives to take from tonight. It's mental, isn't it? We've come out here, we come out of Burnley, I was fuming. We come out of Charlton, and I was fuming. And we've come out here tonight, and it's like, I don't know what happened to Nuno, if he got hit by lightning on the way down here, and suddenly he thinks he's Pep. But let's hope this carries on.
But what's important is when the first team has come on, they looked sharp, they looked hungry, they looked like they've been training for a fucking change.
They looked like they couldn't just go through the motions. And you see it. Tatty on the weekend was jogging. The game passed him by. Tonight he came off that bench. He's seen Josh Ajala score twice. He's felt a little bit of pressure, a little bit of competition. He's gone and got.
It's good though. It's good. That's what we need.
It's great. It is great. And don't get me wrong. I'm still looking at that team right now. I still think we need a wide player. I still think we need a centre half. But I think a lot of those kids
can do the job.
They're going to be knocking on door. Forget the squad places. They're going to be knocking on door the first team. And so if I'm Mavropanos and Kilman tonight, I'm looking at Golan Becker's feeling nervous.
But this is what I'm saying. When you look at what was out there tonight, there's got to be a load of first teamers that were sitting on the bench, sitting at home watching, thinking, "Fucking hell, I better pull up my fucking socks because these boys can come in and play." Yeah,
well, Edson Alvarez. See you later, mate. We don't. You look at that midfield tonight. You've got Engels came on, did okay. I'm not 100% convinced he's a first choice midfielder at the moment. I think you go with Orford and Kante in that position. I think Mikasa plays a 10. I think tonight that starting midfield is a starting midfield I want to see on Saturday. They've earned that. They earned that tonight. £22 million. You're going to have to wait your turn. You're going to have to impress. You're going to have to take your opportunities. That transfer fee shouldn't be guaranteeing you a place in this team.
Yep.
Because he hasn't earned it on merit. And right now, he's not in possession of the shirt for me.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of fans that be watching this say he's not in possession of the shirt.
Yeah.
That we're saying that Orford, Kante and Mikasa are the 3 that you know, we want to see. Watford, by the way, lost 5-1 tonight at home to Peterborough.
Yeah.
So if we can't take some positive from this and we can't get our first win on the board on the weekend, it's a wasted opportunity.
Brilliant.
Because we've got.
That's positive. Bit
It
positive.
is. It's nice, isn't it?
And the fans were loving it.
Oh, it was a great atmosphere in there, wasn't it? It was a fantastic atmosphere. Sullivan was getting pearlers. It was nice that, obviously, he's still trying to antagonise us. He's still turning up at games, you know, for his, you know, he's not on the director no more, but he's in the director's box. But listen, let's enjoy it, because it's been a couple of weeks of misery. It was a season of misery. It's, you know, let's hope this is the kickstart. We keep saying it. At some point, it's got a kickstart. We are levels above this league, and that tonight has got to be the start that shows it.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, pal.